Okay, so go backwards, right? Yeah, and there's a second version and the third version. Get off my screen, jeez. Oh, oh. Oh, that's not good.
Right now. Emerge. Right now.
Yes, it's not good.
Time to go. One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Emerge. Right now. Emerge. Nothing lasts forever. Right now. Emerge. Right here.
Be still.
Oh, that's not good. I was not ready. Damn it.
Emerge.
The wind knows me. Time to go.
Oh god, it's really hard.
Time to go.
I want to redo this. I want to redo this. Let me change party members.
Right here.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Right
CA
now.
Mako is in
Emerge.
C2,
Right
isn't he?
here.
I'm like,
Time
why
to
is
go.
this? Why is this board not getting hit? Like, oh, for attack range. That's right.
Cascade.
Emerge.
Okay, I have
Right
to stay
now.
on her.
Into the wind.
I'm gonna have to play her as a main DPS. Oh,
Emerge. Right here. Right now.
One with nature.
Emerge.
wait, what? Oh god, mechanics. Mechanics.
Right now. Emerge. Right now.
Ow. Oh, fuck you.
Clouds high. The birds call. Into the wind.
Right here. I'm always watching.
All the struggles. All the struggles. Like, I could just hear Shota. Well, if you actually used John Lee, it wouldn't be that hard. You would have a shield.
Well, what do we have here?
What I say that is, shush! I have a thing against Geo characters, if you haven't noticed.
Show them. I'll protect us.
Time to go.
I'm missing here. Oh. Oh. I'm drinking an energy drink, right? I remember when one of these things made me stay up for 6 hours, but now it's like I drink it and it lost its effect. I don't feel as wired anymore. It's like I couldn't have gotten used to this thing, man. I only drink like one a week. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, woo! Go into the book. This would have been a cool idea if they didn't ruin it with a non-voice story. And it goes to a nice happy place. I wish the book like sent you to the moon or outer space or another planet. It's a book. It could have been anything. But nah. More green foresty house. I already seen this in Mondstadt. I already seen this in Sumeru.
Time to go.
And then it's like these stories are the ones that just make me roll my eyes. It's like that little thing that's following me is named Anne, but then you find out that this girl's name is Anne, and she was, and the human was named after Anne of an old person, and or the original person or something like that. And this Anne liked her mentor Anne so much that she copied her appearance or like something stupid. And then you learn that the pet, the small little blue thing that's following you, is actually the original Anne. It's so weird and stupid. Like, I'm an anime fan, so yeah, a lot of animes, like, I've watched enough to realize that, yeah, some of them, they get like, very complex and stuff like that. Very, what's the word? Not psychological. Physiological? I can't pronounce the word. Like, very mind-bending and stuff like that, but the problem is that they take it one or two steps over the line and making it too complex. It's like let's say they're doing what's it called, virtual reality, right? And they're touching on, is virtual reality, if you don't know that it's not reality, is it your reality? Because that's all you know is this virtual reality. It becomes your reality because you don't know that there's a reality outside. I'm like, okay, I get that. And then you want to touch on, if a person from the outside goes into this virtual reality, do they still treat these people as real people? And then it's like, oh god. Oh, I know the a perfect example is Ghost in the Shell. All right, that anime pisses me off. It got such high, like when I was new, it got such high praise and all that stuff like that, and it catches the eye of ooh, cyborgs, and a really hot chick is actually a machine and stuff like that. But oh my god, it is so adult stories and metaphasic ideas and stuff like that. It's like, oh my god, they made it so complex and complicated that even as an adult, I still can't understand what the fuck they're saying sometimes in this stuff. The only thing I understood is that 90% of her body, I think the only thing that's organic is her head, her brain. So it's like, if 90% of her body is machine, and that machine is owned by a company, does she have any rights as a person? Because she's an object, she's a thing, she's owned, her body is owned by a company. I can't understand, but beyond that, everything else they try to explain with the other characters and Laughing Man and all that bullshit, I did not understand. Like, oh god. And then it doesn't go anywhere. It's one of those animes that I feel like it didn't go anywhere. Like, they don't catch Laughing Man. Like, I don't remember who laughed. Like, in my head, it's like, who was Laughing Man? I don't think they ever caught him. And then, like I said, it pisses me off that it got so many movies and retakes and specials and bullshit. Like, I'm like, dude, solidify the main thing, the main anime. It makes sense. Yeah, it's one of those animes that, they're smelling their own farts. It's like they think they're so good, and still they could do anything they want, and they can't mess up. They could just throw out any type of garbage or anything, and people will lap it up. And sadly, they do. Like Overlord, that was an anime that I just recently went back to, and I'm like, oh, so good about this again. And I'm like, yeah, it started out great, but why did I stop watching it? It didn't go anywhere, and yet it got like 4 seasons, and it didn't go anywhere. It didn't actually have an arc. I don't remember an arc being completed, like a story arc. And it's like 4 seasons, or something like that. And it's like, at the very start, it's like, I think I'll take over the world. It's like, yeah, you're not even 4 seasons in. You're not even close, dude. And the main character became so I became so disinterested. They forget that he is from the modern world. Like, sooner or later, he just starts playing the part of an undead lich that has no emotions. He just starts killing people left and right, no emotions or anything like that. It's just, what? Except for the fan service part. It's like, oh my god, a pretty girl's next to me. Oh, I remember that. Oh, I've never been around girls in my last life. Like, oh. And then that's like the only part where they reference his previous life. I'm like, dude, you had a cool concept. Why don't you actually take that idea and say that the guy who got pulled into another world or got reincarnated or something like that, he was a physics professor. So it's like he knows chemistry and all that bullshit, and he's actually bringing that into the world, into this isekai world, and he's bringing science and using that to take over the world with. And so it's like, yeah, he's not strong or he didn't get anything special from the goddess if he was reincarnated or bullshit like that. No, he's just using his brain from his knowledge from his previous life to take over the world. But no, all these isekais are like, it's like, I am the goddess and you are being reincarnated. What skills would you like? I'm like, skills? What are you talking? It's like, it's a stereotype now. I can't believe how stupid that is now. All these isekai, they're always reborn into worlds with a UI menu. For instance, Shield Hero, right? It's a very popular anime and stuff, and it follows the trope as like, these people got pulled into another world, and they were born with UIs in their head. Like a status screen and stats and stuff. It's so Asian. I find that Asian culture, they like to measure things. Everything needs a stat value. How fast you are is a stat value. How smart you are is a stat value. How well you sell apples is a stat value. Like, everything has to be measured. Everything has to have a grading system. It is, oh god. Oh, but there was one anime. It was a light novel. It only got one season, but it was so good because it didn't follow that concept at all. It started like everyone has amnesia. You're not sure if they're reincarnated or forced into this world by a magic spell, but everyone wakes up in this tower, and it's like, where are we? Like, I don't know. Who are you? Who are you people? And the only thing that, these people, they group up together, the only thing they have in common is that all of them don't know where they are. They don't know who they are, or anything like that. So, and there's no stat screen or anything like that. There's still professions and stuff like that you can get into, and skills and magic, but there's no stat screen or anything like that, or titles or something like that. What? Come on! What the hell, free dog? Why is this taking so long? The dog. Oh yeah, the dog is the warthog. What was that anime called? Grimoire or something like that? I forget the name, but it was cool. And it follows a group of individuals and stuff. It was very down to earth. It was understandable. It was a very, and the hero is very humble. Like he isn't super powered or anything like that. And it follows like the leader at the party was like a friend of his, and they got along. But then they, through like adventuring and them struggling to change enough to function in this new reality, this new world, learning to kill and monsters and real things, and watching them bleed and die and stuff like that. Yeah, it covered all that. And their leader dies, right? And so he takes up the mantle, and he learns, the group goes through grieving and all that. And they become stronger, and sooner or later, it just starts to get good. It just starts to get good, and the hero, the story where it follows the hero, he does something badass at the end, and I'm like, oh, come on, continue it. You're starting to get good. It left a good, like, you wanted to see more of the world. That was a good anime, isekai anime. When it leaves you, it's like, I want to see more. more of the world. But then you get like animes like I got reincarnated as a slime, and it's like roll your eyes, whatever. He's overpowered, harem, lots of girls. Everything he touches turns into girls. and it's like he can do no wrong. He's perfect. And again, it follows that concept of, yeah, he comes from the modern world, but at the halfway through season 1, he starts acting like a 12-year-old, and yet he has a mind of a 34-year-old, and yet when he gets reincarnated, he gets more and more immature to the point it's like, how you doing, my guy? How you doing? Oh, what's up, my guy? What's up? It's like, what the fuck? What happened to his personality? At first, he was, very, office worker, down to earth, logical, thinks like an adult, and then suddenly it's like, my guy, my guy. It's very sad. I actually want at some point, like I think season 2, it's like, can someone just kill him? But no. He becomes so powerful that he becomes a demon lord. Apparently, that's a good thing in this anime. And then he fights the other demon lords, and he's so overpowered that they respect him, and he joins the demon lord. What you call it? Knights of the Round type of thing. Like a group of them come together, and these demon lords are the rulers of the world. And they're like, what? So the bad guys are the rulers of the world? And yet they're not that bad because they don't actually go around killing people. Then why do they call demon lords? Like, what? And it's stupid logic. It's like, yeah, he turns into a slime that could turn into a human, and then it's like, oh, next step is now he has to become a demon lord to save his people. And then he becomes the leader of the demon lords. And I'm like, oh god. What other isekais were there? Another cool concept was what's it called? Gate? I think the anime is called Gate, and it had a cool concept of modern world meshed up against fantasy. That means that, like, right off the bat, it's like today's technology against fantasy world. And so you have like bazookas used against dragons and machine guns and claymores and military vehicles traveling across the land, across this fantasy world. Like, that was
Surely
cool.
enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
It's like, yeah, the dragon has impenetrable scales against magic and arrows, and so I was like, okay, yeah, bazooka. Explosion. Explosion damage. I don't think that's magic explosion damage.
Brings a smile to my face.
Are we done? Did we complete it? Why is this thing still a hold to open quick stop? I did! Get off my screen! Get off my screen!
I'm sure I've forgotten something. Not to
What?
worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it.
Whoa!
As soon as I remember what it was.
Oh my god! I am literally bug-eyed. I am literally bug-eyed at this moment. I have played Genshin 3 years? 3, 4 years? I have 100% completion in 90% of this game. The only thing, like, exploration-wise, 90%. The only zones I haven't completed are, like, in Sumeru. Everything else. I did not know this. Why has this not popped up in my game? Oh my god. Oh my god. I did not know that. Literally, I'm playing
Everything's in
someone
place and
else's.
they've taken the bait.
Shut up. In this, why did it pop up in this game? In someone else's game, I learned that. Like, why? What the fuck?
Yes.
I always wanted that. Like, it was
Now
so
to start
annoying. I
reeling
always
them
had to go
in.
to.
Ah.
I always have to go to like that menu, that and switch stuff. Oh my god! I'm like, why can't they have a quick switch menu? I'm like, there it is. There's a quick switch menu. I'm like, oh my god! And I just learned that. Oh my god, it was worth it. Helping my friend with her account, I learned something new. Wait, oh, I don't think I got that in my game. Wait, did she do her dailies today? Yes. Yes, okay. Go to the materials. Oh my god, is this the... No, I don't think so, no. There's actually a quest where you literally spend like 30 to 40 minutes going back between two characters that are standing next to each other. They're literally, that one person is at one table, and then you go across here, and the other person's at the other table, and then you go across back here and then talk to him, and then go back here and talk to him, and then you go here and then talk to a typewriter, and then you go back to this person and talk to him, and then you go back to this person and talk to him. I'm like, oh my god. Literally, that's a quest. I'm like, seriously, I can't believe they put that in. Okay. There?
The wind knows me.
This game would be something else if everything was voiced properly. It'll be like, tell me a story. Just sit back and relax and just let them tell you a story. Oh my god, I just realized something. No, please no. Oh my god, I just realized Fontaine had this bullshit going on. Oh, I hated that part of the game. Oh, I just realized that. Ugh. And there was this one puzzle